What's up, guys? It's Migs with Market Open. Let's go ahead and do the recap for the day. I only took 3 trades. As you can tell on here, I took 2 on a net. One of them was actually counter trend. I ended up paying for it. So that was actually the very first trade I took on a net. A net was actually gapping down pretty large amount. So it was gapping up from like the 30, 304 area, and it opened up, let's see, it opened up at the 257 area. So gapping down a lot. Now I noticed that it shot up because of the daily right off the bat. So let me show you guys the daily on a net. Let's see here. So when I saw that it was gapping down, actually no, it's the 50-day. The 50-day moving average is there, and I saw that it came down, hit the 50, and then it started climbing up. So then initially I thought, okay, well maybe it's going to start coming up. It's just going to bounce off the 50 and just keep going a little bit higher. So that was my initial move. So I tried to be a little slick with it. Since the spreads on this thing are so big, I tried on here, as soon as it pulled back to the 9, I tried to be a little sneaky, and I snuck in 25 shares. My stop was, let's see here, 260. So I got in at 263. My stop was actually 261. I got kicked out there next minute, literally. So as it was coming down, I was basically caught a falling knife. Unfortunately, that's something that you don't want to do. But I was trying to be a little sneaky. I was hoping it was going to hit the 9 and just start bouncing back towards the highs. But actually, the very next candle, it actually ended up kicking me out and went down to 260. And I got kicked out of that, lost $62. So that's something I typically don't do, but I did take a smaller loss on it. I only wagered about $50 on it, so that's why I only bought 25 shares, because my stop was a little bit more than $2 away. So I lost $62 on that. My next trade was actually kind of an accident, I will admit that. I shorted way too many shares on that. As you can see on here, it says 100 shares. So I meant to short it as it was coming down under, I believe, 261. Wow, blew a bubble. 261, and I caught it at 261.33. And then now I meant to short, I believe, 25 shares because my stop was all the way up here at 265. So that would have been $100. So, but I unfortunately did, because of the normal size whenever you enter something on here. See, it automatically share size populates to 100, and I forgot to change it. I switched over to a net, and then I just hit short, and I was short 100 shares. So I was risking $400. So I I let it play around for a second, and I saw it break the 260 mark. The 260 mark was where it was bouncing. So it came up, bounce at 260, bounce at 260, and it was under the 9 and under VWAP under here. So that was I was getting in a little bit early for that because I saw that it was failing here at the 265, and the market was actually starting to head down a little bit more, so I figured that would help as well. And so it actually ended up flushing down. I covered 50 at 259.53, ended up getting $100 out of that. I just wanted to take some of the risk off of it. I wasn't really concerned so much about like how much money I could make, because I knew that the risk was going to be greater than what I was actually going for during the time, because I was, my stop was 265. That's just way too much, way more than what I'm used to anyways. So I ended up taking 50 at 259.53, and then I ended up taking the other 50 at 259, ended up making 206, so more than covering that initial loss on a net. Now my very next trade was on Riot. I was stalking Riot all this morning because I knew it was gapping down on some bad news, and then the CEO came out and said it was a bunch of crap. So I didn't expect it to tank, but I knew that if it was gapping down from 17 to 13, it's going to be a considerable amount. So as you can see on here, it's down 18%. And let's see here. So my initial short was Riot right here. So I'll show it to you guys as I saw it. So I saw it right around here, and my stop was going to be here at 1470. So I ended up shorting it here at 1409. I was hoping it was going to break the $14 mark. It was, since the market was starting to go down, it was failing up here, and I was going to end up adding if it did break that. So very next candle, it broke, I got in, and the very next candle after that, it broke the $14 mark, and then I ended up adding another 100. So I was short. Actually, my first ad was 125 at 14.09. Then my second one was at 14, and let's see here. Yep. So then I ended up going down to 1357. As you can see, it ended up bouncing here at 1356. I ended up taking all 225 out, and I was done for the day. I know that Monday is a holiday, so I do expect the volume to dry up very quickly. So I'll take I made 255 today in 30 minutes. So can't really complain about that. That's around my goal anyways. And I haven't really been doing too well on Fridays, so I'm glad to be able to take that money out of the market and just be done with my day and get my weekend started early. Alright guys, that's it for the recap today. As like I always say, if you guys have not joined our Facebook group, make sure the link is down below. Also, if you have any questions, make sure to leave that down in the comment section as well. And then also do me a favor, leave a comment and a thumbs up. It helps me get this video out there to other people that need it as well. So basically just help me help you get this video out there to be able to help others so they can benefit from this as well. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.